Welcome everyone to the New Fly Fisher. I'm your host, Colin McEwen. On today's show, I'm a guest of Eric Lund and Esnagami Lodge. Our quarry for this week is large pike and feisty brook trout. We'll discuss tactics, setups, and equipment you'll need for this type of fly fishing. It's going to be a great show, so stay with us.
Let him go back to live another day.
And away he goes.
Great fish. Wow. Oh, baby, look at that fish. Stop, wiggle, on the way down.
The New Fly Fisher has been made possible thanks to Algoma Kinawabi Travel Association, Ontario Tourism, Islander Precision Reels, and Orvis Sporting Traditions.
On this week's show, we traveled to 14-mile-long Esnagami Lake in beautiful northern Ontario. Renowned for its numerous islands, rivers, and bays, it provides ideal structure for walleye and pike. Also available are trips into beautiful prime brook trout waters. Esnagami Lodge is a short floatplane trip from the town of Nakina. My host for this trip is Eric Lund, owner of Esnagami Lodge. Eric has promised some exciting fishing set in the Canadian wilderness of northern Ontario. On our first morning, we had the pleasure of an unexpected visitor at the dock when we were first setting up. This was no problem though, as the staff at the lodge knows how to handle young bears.
So Eric, could you tell me about the fish and why they're here in the different parts of the lake?
Well, the one unique thing about this lake is it's a spring-fed lake, predominantly 80% spring-fed. So as opposed to some lakes that would have a river coming into them, a lot of fish will go up and stage in the river and spawn, and then as the season progresses, they'll move down into drop-offs, sunken islands and that. There's nothing that really moves them into any particular kind of moving water, so they shoal spawn. Wherever there's sandbar or gravel or mid-lake shoals, that's where they'll spawn. So the nice thing about that is on a lake this size, it's big, it's 18,000 acres. You can go 5 minutes away from camp, you can go an hour away and have equally good fishing on each end. So it really spreads everybody out, and it's nice because we fish all over right from the start.
So, my first cast, and what Eric's done is you can see over my shoulder here, look at the weeds over here on my left. And I made one cast, gave it 2 little pulls, and it was fluttering, and just all I saw was a big flash, and this pike hit it, and it looks like it's a decent fish. You had a good look at it, Eric?
Yeah, I had it's a wide fish, little definitely right into those weeds too.
Yeah, I know.
Oh geez, that's a nice fish there, Colin. Wow, what a brute.
I'm gonna turn him away from the weeds.
Yeah. Whoa.
All right. I think you're definitely gonna need the cradle for this one.
Yeah, we'll get
way
the cradle.
bigger than the net. Nice, big, thick fish.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. I'm glad you have a good drag on that reel. Jeez.
This is why you need a fighting butt. You can just stick it right in here and angle it. And so what I'm doing is I'm turning his head, I'm trying to get him confused a bit. Helps weaken them. There he goes.
Oh, that is a heavy fish. Wow. Look at that.
Well, I gotta say, Eric, thanks for convincing me to deal with the winds and work this weed bed. You ready?
Yeah.
There he is.
Come here, girl.
Oh,
all right. Oh. Colin, all right. That is what we came here for. Mid-40. All right.
Okay.
Wonderfully done. Wow. Beauty. Well done. Well done. 41.
That's why we come here.
41 inches.
On a
Probably
fly rod.
20 pound healthy. Very nicely done. If you said that that was work, there probably wouldn't be too many people that feel sorry for you.
What a beautiful fish. And
What
what
a-
I'm doing here, moving back and forth, just letting it revive. Take your time. The females are always the big ones,
They
right?
are. That is correct, yes. Yeah.
So, now you're saying this fish is well over 20 years old,
It
right?
would probably be 20 to 25 years old. Big fish like that will spawn over 100,000 eggs in a season.
Wow. So this is real important. That's why you got to protect these trophies.
You do, you do. We've been doing a catch and release program for almost 20 years here. It's quite possible that one was released maybe 10, 12 years ago at 35 inches. So, but really nice shape, strong fish.
Yeah. Okay, give her a little tick on the belly and see if she's ready to go. She'll let me know as soon as I feel her. Okay.
There she goes.
Thank you, sir. That was fun.
Wow, that was exciting. Fantastic.
My first afternoon here. Let's see if we can get another one.
Nicely done, Colin. The main goal when you come to Esnagami and what you're going to enjoy here is the high quality trophy fishing. The great food that we have, and you'll see that we really care that you catch fish, and we'll do our best to put you on them, whatever it takes. And that's our main goal here.
So the way the pike position themselves in these little clumps of weeds is normally they're facing up into the wind. So that's why what you want to do with your boat is try and position yourself upwind and drift on the edges so you can cast in front and to the edges, right, Eric, to get the fish to come out and strike at your fly. Because that's what they're doing. They're looking up because they're expecting food to drift towards them.
You're exactly right. They'll sit right at the edge of the thick weeds where there's open water because they're ambush fish. And bait fish just naturally swim along the edge of lines of boulders and weeds, and you know, those pike just sit there and they just jump on stuff coming by.
Nice fish. So what we did, as you can see, the wind's really blowing. This is deeper water. This is what, 8 to 12 feet?
Yep, exactly.
And there's a weed bed that's down deeper. I don't know how big this fish is. I'm not taking chances. It feels pretty good. And what Eric's done is he's back trolling us up to the top here and holding us in position in reverse. Oh yeah, this is a decent fish. And I'm using a full sinking line with a short leader, wire leader, to get the fly down in the water column. Oh yeah, this guy's not coming up. Okay. This is probably a nice 33-inch fish,
Yeah.
maybe 35. Like anywhere in the world, this would be a nice pike. And here, this is just, like this isn't even a trophy. Trophies are 40 inches, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a nice fish.
It is, yeah.
But
Well, you know, we catch them here in that mid-30 range because they're such deep fish. They're very powerful.
Yeah.
And they just grow slow, but they really put the shoulders on.
look at that muscle. What a predator. Now, you want the pliers there? Okay, give him a push. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Let's just have a look at one more look. Beautiful fish. Isn't it sweet?
Very nice. We're heavy. Nice girth on her.
Just gonna get her in.
Yeah, nice and wide across the back.
Whoa. All right.
Hey, all right.
Let's get another one.
Excellent. Most people come up here, they are looking for pike, walleye, and brook trout. And it isn't always the same guy that wants all three, so we get some people that are crazy to chase big pike around. We're really known for those. Walleye and big pike, as well as the river fishing for brookies. That's our main attraction.
Probably the camera can't see this, but what I'm doing is I've got this blue and white deceiver, and it's just going right over top of the weed bed. And then just as I get it over top, then I'm letting it drop like it's hurt. And then I'm giving a little twitch. A little twitch. I got one following. He's committed. No. I'm going to drop it down again, dropping like it's wounded. That seems to really get him excited. Go! There he goes, off into the weeds.
You got that technique down very nicely.
Now, again, a super big fish, but still nice. Look at what he's doing to this 10 weight. Oh, strong fish. This is good practice for the 40 inchers.
Yep. Should stir them up a little bit in there.
Yeah. Okay. Now this guy, as you can see, he's got the fly on the other side of the mouth. He's got the, I think it's just the wire leader's got on the other side. So I'll burn off a little more energy here, and then I'll bring him in and get that out. Again, reversing each way, get him confused. And as soon as I can see his head coming up a lot, then I know he's ready to come in. It looks like he's ready for one more jump. Yeah, normally I like to keep them in the water in order to get the hook out with these smaller fish. This one's only about 18 to 20 inches. But this guy has got it sideways in his mouth, so I'm trying to do it this way. Pulling it out this way. There you go. Now he's ready to go. And off he swims.
Well, the one thing that we have noticed in the last few years is the popularity of fly fishing. It's really, really growing. I have a lot of guests that come up bringing spinning gear, chasing big pike and walleye around, and we get them onto fly fishing, and you get into fish in a 30 or 40 inch range, 10 to 20 pound pike on a fly rod. That is quite an experience. It's outstanding. It's not hard to fly fish up here. We have good information on how to do it. The guides are well trained, and the fish are pretty reliable and not hard to catch. So it's a great place to start if you're a new to the fly fishing.
The next morning, Eric and I took a short flight to the end of Esnagami Lake. From there, we took a canoe down one of the brook trout-filled rivers in the area.
So this, we're down here on the Esnagami River, and this is one of our side trips that we offer from the lodge. And it's about 15 to 20 miles down from the lodge, so it's a full day adventure. It's a guided trip here because there are a lot of rapids, and you do need someone to handle the freighter canoe through them. It's a lot of really nice brook trout. It's specifically a trout water. There are some walleyes in it. Our average brookie here runs in the 1.5 to 2 pound class, about 14 to 15 to 18 inches. But we do get them quite commonly up to 3 to 4 pounds in size, 19, 20, 22. So chances of getting some real big trophy fish along with good numbers of average size fish as well.
What I did was, one of my old techniques I learned when I was first beginning to fly fish, somebody taught me, and that is I put on a Goddard caddis and I skated it a couple times over the surface. It took 3 times to do it, And this guy just came up and hammered it, Eric. Just hammered it.
I saw that. I saw the splash. I thought you were using a surface. And
Okay, I think he's ready to come in.
all right.
Beautiful colors on this male.
Yeah, that one's gorgeous.
Look at that. On a 508 rod, this is just fantastic. And what a beautiful spot to catch beautiful brook trout. All right, good stuff. Okay. The Goddard caddis is a fantastic fly. It's made of deer hair, and you skate it on the top, and what it looks like is a caddis fly. And I've noticed a lot of caddis, that's why I thought about it. I've seen some tan-colored ones, and so I put on about a size 10. It's a fairly big one, and I was skating it, and it took 3 times before that fish reacted. Again, thinking that, hey, maybe there's some sort of hatch going on, or excuse me, they're laying eggs, and so that worked out really well. You got it out?
Yeah, it's
all
out.
right. Great. And let it go?
Yeah, we'll let her go here. Beautiful brook trout.
All right. Oh, and away he goes. He
wasn't going to stick around for any more. Well done.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
I haven't seen any action out in the main flow in a
No,
while.
there hasn't, which
Could be the hatch. Oh, there we go.
all right, all right. Nicely done. Nicely done. Perfect technique.
You taught me well. Again, it's not one of the big boys that we've seen, and the one you caught. It's a good example, but still a nice fish. Let's bring him over here. He's gone right underneath the boat.
Actually a little bit bigger. Oh, good catch. Good catch.
Turn him and away he goes. There you go. Thank you.
The next day I headed out with guide Mark McPherson. Mark is an avid fly fisher who never tires of taking pike on the fly. He truly understands how much fun they are on a fly rod.
I like the dead fish approach, or the dying or injured fish. I think the northern don't really think twice about hitting something that looks like it's just not doing well. It's an easy meal, and we all like easy meals. So I figure do that, and I mean, if you're getting follows from an aggressive fish, it'll pick it up pretty much as soon as it sees it.
So as you can see, and I'm hoping the camera will show you,
Here's a nice
it's
fish.
what, about 6 to 8 feet here, and Mark's got us casting over this flat in this combination of rocks and shallow weeds, and I've got, you know, not a bad fish. I don't know, it's probably about 28 inches, but huge monster. It's right out beside it. Of course, as always happens, the little fish gets to the fly before the big fish. It's fantastic. Can I bring him to you?
Sure.
If you don't mind.
Nope.
What's that, about a 28, you'd say?
Yeah, I'd say in that neighborhood.
Come in there. There you go. All right.
Okay, so we'll just get this fish out of here. Take a nice look at him.
Good stuff.
Good to go. What kind of fish?
Yeah. And I cast into the light.
How is he?
Feels good. Feels good. Oh yeah, it's a good fish. Oh yeah, look at this, he's rocking. Oh, no, no! Right off, and there he is there. No! I'm having one of those days. And I want everyone out there to know that even though I have a fishing show, that doesn't mean you lose fish. We like to show everybody that you can lose fish. In fact, I lose a lot of big fish. I just lost a really big fish. Whew. Right into the rocks. Look at him go. Oh. having to strip fast. I don't know how big he is, but he sure slammed
me
that
a
fly. Again, third cast after that last fish.
Keeping an okay bend in that 9 weight.
Yeah. This is actually a 10 weight.
Is that the 10?
Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's saying see you not, sayonara. He's going downtown. Get him on the reel here. Okay, there we go. He's going into the rocks. A little thicker. And I don't know how he missed that fly, but he did. You know something, folks? This is something that sometimes happens. There's a fish, pike are notorious for this, as are a few other species. Oh, look at that right into the boat.
Running circles on us here.
They'll take a slash at the fly, trying to kill it or stun it, and then come around to eat it. And what they'll do is they'll get caught by the hook. You ready? There you go. All right. Starting to happen now. Yes, it's taken the rain, a bit overcast, because we had heat and bright skies, and sometimes that can be good too, but it was not working in our favor, and now we're starting to get fish. This is great.
Take a look at this guy.
There's a nice solid fish.
A thick, heavy fish.
Is that like 30, 31?
Oh, I'd say he's bigger than that. He's probably pushing, yeah, maybe 32. Nice and heavy.
Unfortunately, we've run out of time for today. For more information on this show and others in this informative series, visit us on the internet at www.thenewflyfisher.com. I'm Colin McEwen. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
The New Fly Fisher has been made possible thanks to Algoma Kinawabi Travel Association, Ontario Tourism, Islander Precision Reels, and Orvis Sporting Traditions.